What's happening, Carolina fans? Welcome to Two Fans in the Stands, a podcast related to all things Carolina Panthers and North Carolina Tar Heels. I'm your co-host Tony.
And I'm your co-host CJ.
Let's go. So, CJ, are you as excited as I am to kick off this victorious 2022 season with our Carolina Panthers?
Man, let me tell you, like they used to say, I'm fired up, ready to go.
Oh no, I hear you. I hear you.
Yes,
That is
sir.
what's going on. That's what's
Let's
up.
get it. Let's
That
get it.
Well, let's jump right into it. What are you looking for in this week one matchup with the Cleveland Browns?
Consistency. 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 That's
Okay.
what I want to see, especially out of the offense. I want to see consistency. That's my big thing. I think the defense will be okay. We have
All
to
right.
stop their running game. I'm not too scared of their passing attack, but you don't have to be scared to get your ass whooped. So I'm hoping for the best.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. You
That
you
is
don't have to
facts.
get scared to get clobbed upside the head, but offensive consistency is what I'm looking for the most. That's what I want to see. I want them to go out there and I want the receivers to run crisp routes. I want Baker to make great throws, and I want I want them to mix it up and not be so blah like we were last year.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 110% on that one.
What are you looking forward to?
Well, offensively, I would definitely be looking for the poise and the command that Baker Mayfield has of the offense and whether or not he can lead us up and down the field, giving us a chance to score points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also looking to see how he channels his emotions facing his former team, the Browns, which let him go, basically traded him to the Panthers this offseason. Can he give the Panthers a chance to win by staying focused? I'm
Mm-hmm.
also looking at the left side of the offensive line with Ike Kwano and Brady Christensen. The matchup between Icky and Miles Garrett will be a must watch and also give you a glimpse as to where Icky is in his development as the future left tackle for the Panthers. I want to see how Brady Christensen holds up in the middle, or the inside at left guard. I think that's also going to play an important piece to the puzzle as far as the whole left side. Not only what Icky would do at left tackle, but how will Brady Christensen hold up on the inside at left guard. I also want to see the communication between Brady and Icky. That will give me a picture into how they have gelled so far. I want to see CMC stay healthy and be productive. I'm curious to see how much or how little they are going to make him the focus of the offense this year. I would love for them to take a little bit off his plate and spread the ball around more, especially with the receiver depth that we have. Uh, the wide receivers do have a lot of depth, and they should have better opportunities to make plays this year. I don't believe the offense will look as vanilla born, as you said earlier. But I'm also excited to see this Ben McAdoo offense unfold. Well, what do you see defensively? What would you like to see defensively? Let me say that.
Stops, 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 stops.
Okay.
What I want to see defensively is third down. I want to see them get off the field. Carolina's defense has been atrocious the last few years on third down.
Right.
Because we were like the second ranked defense in yards allowed, but total defense, I think we were in the bottom 20s. I think we were like 27th or something. But
Yeah.
we have to get stops on third down. We have to get the offense, the opposing offense off the field. That's the main thing I want to see. Secondly, I want to see defensive line pressure. I want to see Jacoby Brissett uncomfortable in the pocket. I want Burns and Gross Matos to get pressure from the outside, but I want Ionitis and
Brown. Go
Dump
ahead and
Truck Brown.
say
Jesus, I had a brain fart.
it.
Yeah, but I want to see Ionitis and Brown get pressure up the middle. So when that pressure is coming off the edge, Jacoby Brissett has nowhere to step up and look for his receivers or his checkdowns, and make a play. Um,
Right.
our cornerbacks and safeties, our secondary, I want to see them. I want to see more consistency out of them. You know, I don't want to see them give up any big plays like we was talking about before the show. We don't want to see Dante Jackson looking somewhere where he ain't supposed to be. I want to
Right.
see
Right.
I want to see Jeremy Chin, still be moved around, and they take advantage of his capabilities and his abilities to, do certain things. But, I just want to see overall consistency out of the secondary. I want to see JC Horn stay healthy, and I want to get, you know, hold on, what's the word I'm thinking of? I just want to I want to see the dog come out in them. And I know we playing the Browns,
Right.
but I just want to see
Like,
that dog
which
come out
dog you
of.
talking about? Which dog we talking about?
Hey, look, well, we're the Panthers, but as
Right.
they say, somebody got that dog in them. I wanted to come out in Panther blue, but
Facts.
yeah, and our linebackers, for me personally, I think I got a good picture of what may come from the defensive line, what may come from the secondary. I got a good picture of what will come from Shaq Thompson, but now we got to see with the additions. You got Damian Wilson and you got Frankie Louis, who's not really an addition, but he's going to be on the field. He's starting, so I want to see what they do.
Right. Right.
I want to see I want to see our coverage of tight ends improve as well. And we gave up a lot of yards to tight ends last year too. But that's my overall hope for the defense. I just want to see consistency across the board. What are your thoughts on the defense?
With me, I have three main things I'm looking for. Number one, I want to see our corners stay healthy and produce. All three missed time last year due to injuries. JC Horn, of course, missed 14 games last year because of a broken foot. CJ Henderson, he missed time with a lingering shoulder injury. And Dante Jackson also missed time due to a number of injuries. I believe if we can stay relatively healthy for the most part, I could see a dominant pass defense with the ability to be top five in the league. That's just my personal opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there, and
Speak
just put
on
it.
it.
Yeah, just speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe that if we can stay relatively healthy, and Steve Wilkes, is known to work magic with the secondaries. I think that we have a pretty good chance to have, you know, I think we have a pretty good chance to be very dominant on that side of the ball in the defensive backfield. Number two, I want to see Derek Dump Truck Brown turn loose. Yes, when I say turn loose, I'm saying loose in all capital letters. I want to see him attacking upfield more from the three technique, causing havoc. I want to see him be the Derek Brown from Auburn that I remember watching. You know, you always seen Derek Brown playing that three technique, which when you playing that three technique, you are less likely to be double teamed, and it leaves you more in a one-on-one position with the offensive guard, and I just want to see him keep his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, you know, play with some violence with his hands, Yeah, and do his thing. I just really want to see him turn loose this year. Playing along Matt Ioannidis should work out in his favor this year. Daquan Jones was there last year, but he wasn't much of a pass rusher at all. I mean, he did good, for what we asked of him, as far as being a run stopper, but he definitely didn't give us anything in the pass rush category. And number three, the communication on the back end, particularly coming from safety Xavier Woods. That was something that was definitely missing, in my opinion, last year. And I'm excited to see how that plays out for the safeties and the corners. So, overall, those are my top three things that I'm looking forward to going to this week 1 matchup with the Browns. But I also, there was one thing that I wanted to do, and I said, I'm gonna do each week. I'm gonna highlight a player each week, as a player focus to who I believe will play a vital role for the Panthers' success this year. And the first player to be subject to my weekly player focus is none other than Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is a 6'1", 215-pound quarterback from the University of Oklahoma, former first overall pick in the 2018 NFL Draft by the Cleveland Browns. In his 4-year career with the Browns, Baker has thrown 92 touchdowns and 56 interceptions. I know that's not nothing to be excited about, especially the 56 interceptions. But that's what happens when you come with that gunslinger mentality. Uh he has amassed over 14,000 plus yards and has an overall completion percentage of 61.6 so far in his 4-year career. He also has an overall QBR rating of 87.8. So my pros and cons with Baker Mayfield. The pros for Baker would be his intelligence and high football IQ. He makes quick decisions with the ball, and he's highly accurate for the most part when the ball doesn't get away from him. His pre-snap read of the defense is as well or as good as anybody in the league. So those would be my pros. The cons to me for Baker is controlling his emotions and not being a distraction for the team. I want to believe he has grown up and matured, but until I see it, I will have to hold on to what he has done thus far in his career. I love his fight, his team first mentality, but I want to see that channel and use in a positive way. You know what I mean? And keep team business within the team and stay out of the media for all the wrong reasons. So that's my player focus for this week, Baker Mayfield. Um, Definitely, I want to see more pros, and in this particular instance, no cons. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But also fantasy football. I would be
Oh
remiss
yeah.
if I didn't bring up our Two Fans in the Stands fantasy football league on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Our week 1 matchup brings the two founders of the league going head to head. And I
Oh
was
yeah.
curious, league manager, how you feeling right now? Floor
Oh,
is
I'm
yours.
feeling good.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm feeling
Oh,
good. I know you're trying to pick at me because
oh,
Stafford laid an egg last night, but I will
you got
tell you
Matthew
just like I
Stafford.
tell yeah, I tell you just
Oh,
like I
I
tell
didn't
everybody
know.
else in every other league I'm in. It's always it's you can never talk junk too early now. Never.
Hey, listen,
Never.
I forgot. I forgot that you had Matthew Stafford as your quarterback. So I just
Yeah, no
felt
you
like,
didn't.
listen, I didn't pay attention to the lineup till I checked it this morning. I was like, let me go and look and see how things going on, and to my amazement,
Uh-huh.
I did notice you had Matthew Stafford, and
Uh-huh.
he ain't looked too good last night, bro. He ain't looked
Hey,
too good,
it's cool.
but
It's all good.
I just want to let you know, hey, I'm a root for you. I'm here for you, and I'm gonna keep that fire truck outside your house just so you can load it up with them L's you're gonna catch this week. That's all. That's all I want to say. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Hey, 10,
I
10 4.
digress.
We'll revisit this next week.
All right, all right. Well, look, that would do it for us on Two Fans in the Stands Week 1 preview of the Carolina Panthers versus the Cleveland Browns here at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Check us out after the game as we will give you a full game review of the Panthers and the Browns matchup.
Thank you for listening to Two Fans in the Stands podcast. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and listen to us on your favorite podcast apps such as Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Tune in next week for another episode.